Bonjour, welcome to your new friend session. And in today's session, we're going to be discussing your assignment 5. To begin with, we're going to start with the imperative. What are imperative sentences? Now, this is something you have already studied in your 7th standard, and I'm just going to give you an overview about what was imperative. Imperative are the sentences which are used to make a request or to give an order to someone. I repeat, it means to make a request or to give an order to someone. If you want to make an order or if you want to make a request to someone, you're going to use the imperative sentences. For example, if I ask somebody, shut the door, or if I want to ask, get me a glass of water. So, whenever you want to make a request, you're going to use the imperative sentences. If you notice one thing, you don't use the subjects over there. The subject is evident over there. For this, in case of making an imperative sentence, you need to understand the formation of the imperative sentences. We have 3 forms of the subjects. Only 3 forms of the subject exist in the imperative sentences. I cannot give instructions to myself, so I cannot use je over there. We can use tu, that is your second person, which is singular. You can give instruction to nu, that means we, or you can use the plural form of you, that is your vous. So basically you have 3 subjects, that is your tu, nu and vous. Now there are 3 steps that you need to follow. The very first thing you need to do for making a sentence, for converting a sentence into imperative, is that you're going to conjugate the verb according to the subject tu, nu or vous. Now, in case of tu, nu and vous, you're going to remove the subject tu, nu and vous. As I told you, in imperative sentences, you don't use the subjects. You directly give the order. And then you're going to add the exclamatory mark over there. The third rule says, when in case of er ending verb, in the tu form, you remove the s. Like for example, if you have the parler verb, you conjugate the parler verb as tu parle. Now the ending, you remove the er and you place the ending as es. Now the ending, you have an s at the back, you're going to remove the s from there. That's the 3 conditions for you. And in case of re and ir verb, there is not going to be any change in the tu form. I repeat the 3 steps. In the first step, what are you going to do? Firstly, you're going to conjugate the verb according to tu, nu and vous. The second step says you're going to remove the subject tu, nu and vous, and you're going to add the exclamatory mark. The third step says if you have an er ending verb, remove the s from the tu form. In case of ir ending verb or re ending verb, there is not going to be any change. You are simply going to write the conjugation of the verbs that you have learnt in the present tense. Now, if you go through the table that is given to you in the assignment, the first verb that you have is the habiter verb. Now, what does habiter mean? Habiter means to live. If you go by the normal conjugation, it is tu habite, that is Habites. I hope you know the conjugation. What do? You remove the er and then you add the endings e, es, e, ons, ez, ent. So for tu you have habites. Now for making the imperative, what are you going to do? You're going to remove the s and then you add an exclamatory mark. You have removed the subject, that was tu. आपने subject को remove किया. Then you remove the s from the tu form and just add the exclamatory mark. Then you have nous habitons. For the imperative, it would be, you have removed the subject nous, just place habitons and add an exclamatory mark. Similarly for vous, you have the imperative as habiter, which means live. You are ordering somebody, live. Comprendre. Now, comprendre means to understand. Since it's an re verb, you are not going to change anything. Just remove the subjects. If you go by the conjugation, it is tu comprendre, that is an ending in s. As I told you, there is not going to be any change in re ending verb. Simply remove the subjects and write the conjugation. Just add an exclamatory mark at the end. Now the other part says we are going to discuss the negation. Now you know how do you make the negation of a sentence. Before the verb you place the n, and after the verb you place pa for making a sentence negative. That's the normal rule that we go by. In case if you have the verb as répondre means to reply or to respond. Now as you know it's an re ending verb. The normal conjugation, we'll go by the normal conjugation. You have répondre, répondant, répondez. Before the verb you're going to place n, and after the verb you place pa. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Remove the subject tu, nu and vous. Place the negation before the verb n, and after the verb you place the pa and add an exclamatory mark. The next one is your pronominal verb. Now there is a slight change in the pronominal verb whenever you have the reflexive verbs, which means when the subject is doing the action on itself. Now when you have the subject as tu, now tu over there that changes to the, that is your the. Now in case of pronominal verb, if you go by the normal conjugation, it says je me lève. If I talk about the verb lever, L-E-V-R, if I go by the normal present tense conjugation, it is je me lève. The se pronominal over there conjugates according to je you have me, according to tu you have the, with nu you have nu, and vous you have vous. So the the over there goes at the back and it becomes toi, lève toi. I repeat, the the over there, the reflexive form the goes at the back and it changes to lève toi. Then with the nu, when it goes back, it doesn't change, lèvons nous and levez vous. That means get yourself up, get up. However, in the negation form, now when you make the negation of the pronominal verb, the pronouns that were going at the back will not go at the back and it will retain its original position. It would be ne te lève pas. That is the similar form in the present tense. All you're going to do is before the verb, you're going to place ne. That means a pronoun that is your the, you're going to place the negation ne before the, and pa would be placed after the verb, the main verb. Ne nous lèvons pas, ne vous levez pas. Now there are certain exceptional cases in the imperative that you have. For avoir you have I, A-I-E, that is for the tu form. For nous you have ayons. For vous you have ayez. Now moving to the être verb, you have the exceptional case as soit for the tu form, soyons that is for the nous form, and soyez that is for the vous form. For the savoir you have sache, sachant, sachez. For aller you have va, allons, allez. For vouloir you have vi. The spelling is a bit different. I would request you to just go through the spelling carefully. It is V-E-U-I-L-L-E. The next one is V-E-U-I-L-L-O-N-S. The next one is V-E-U-I-L-L-E-Z. Now these are the exceptional cases. In the question, maybe the question would have been given in the present tense. What are you going to, in case if you have the exceptional cases, according to the subject, you are going to employ the imperative forms. Now you have certain practice questions given to you. The first question says you have to put the sentences into imperative. If you go through your first sentence, it says tu es à l'heure. The very first thing you are going to do, you are going to ascertain the verb, that is your être verb. Now as you know, être is an exceptional case and you have the subject as tu. Now we are going to search for the tu form, that is soit, S-O-I-S. So for imperative sentence, what do you do? The very first step, remove tu from there, add soit, es changes to soit, à l'heure. The object is going to remain the same, and then just add the exclamatory mark at the end. The exclamation mark is imperative to indicate the imperative of the sentence. The next one is nous sommes serviables. Nous sommes serviables. Now som means it's the être verb and you have the subject as nous. Remove nous. In place of sommes, you're going to use soyons because it's an exceptional case. With nous, you have soyons, serviable, and put an exclamatory mark. I hope you can do the rest of the parts. And moving to the second question, it says mettez ces phrases au négatif. That means you have to put the sentences into negative. The first one says asseyons-nous sur le banc. That means asseyez is the verb over here, that means to sit down. Asseyons-nous, that means it is already in the imperative form. If you want to convert the sentence into negative and it's a pronominal verb, I told you earlier, the reflexive form, the pronoun nous is going to return back to its place. It would be ne, nous asseyons pas sur le banc. Nous is not going to get removed because it's a pronominal verb. Then you have lève-toi à 6h du matin. Now negative would be ne te lève pas à 6h du matin. As you know, the ne is going to be placed before the verb, but since you have a pronoun that is te and nous, आप उससे पहले you're going to place ne, and after the main verb that is your lever, you're going to place the pa. I hope the rest of the parts could be done by you. The next question says you have to convert the sentences into plural. For the first sentence, you have promène-toi. Now promène changes to promenez-vous avec. Ton changes to votre chien. The next part says hier je suis passé par cette ville. Now je means I. For making it plural, je changes to nous because I have to include myself into that. So hier nous sommes passés par cette ville. Then moving to the next question, you have to put the sentences into imperative. The first part says ne pas se coucher tard. Now ne pas indicate the sentence has to be negative. Se coucher is a pronominal verb and the subject given to you in the bracket is tu. Now since we don't have to use the subject in the imperative sentences, according to tu, you're going to use couche, that is er verb, couche-toi. No, for the negation it would be ne te couche pas tard and put an exclamatory mark. Then the next one says finir tes devoirs dans 10 minutes. You have the subject as tu. It would be fini according to tu. Fini tes devoirs dans 10 minutes and put an exclamatory mark. It means finish your work in 10 minutes. Moving to the next question, it says it's your examination. Vous avez des examens la semaine prochaine. Écrivez 5 instructions que vos parents vous donnent. You have to place the 5 instructions that your parents have given for the examination that you have the approaching week. So for this you need to write any 5 instruction that your parents gave you. The first one, the example is given to you. I would request you to attempt any 4 sentences of your wish. Moving further, you have the vocabulary that is given to you for your help. You can go through the vocabulary. I wind up my session over here.